They say when you hear someone calling your name in the woods at night, don't answer. But what if it's someone you know, someone you trust? That's what Ben thought, until it wasn't. Skinwalkers, shape-shifting creatures from Navajo legend that wear the faces of people you love and lure you into the darkness. Stories about them aren't just legends. Tonight, we're diving into one man's terrifying encounter with a skinwalker. And believe me, after hearing this, you might never look at the woods the same way again. Ben was an avid outdoorsman. Camping trips were his escape from the chaos of everyday life. Alone with just the trees, the stars, and the whisper of the wind, he felt at peace. But one summer evening, a peaceful retreat into the wilderness turned into a nightmare. He had set up camp in a remote spot deep in the Appalachian Mountains. No cell service, no people, just endless trees surrounding him. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with streaks of crimson and violet. Ben built a fire, cooked his dinner, and settled into his chair as the forest quieted for the night. Then came the sound, a faint rustle in the brush. It wasn't unusual to hear small animals moving about, but this rustle was too deliberate, too slow. Ben froze, straining his ears. Ben. It was a voice, soft but unmistakable. His blood turned to ice. The voice sounded like Emma, his younger sister. She wasn't supposed to be here. In fact, she didn't even know where he was camping. His logical mind tried to rationalize it. Maybe she had somehow tracked him down. Maybe something was wrong back home. Ben, the voice came again, closer this time. It had that familiar tone of hers, soft and teasing. But there was something off, a strange hollowness undercutting the words. He grabbed his flashlight and scanned the trees. Emma? Is that you? The beam of light cut through the darkness, illuminating branches that clawed at the night sky. No one answered. The forest had gone unnaturally quiet. No crickets, no rustling leaves, just the crackle of his fire behind him. Ben, help me. Now the voice sounded strained, like Emma was hurt. Against every instinct telling him to stay by the fire, he stepped toward the trees. His boots crunched on the dry leaves, the sound unnervingly loud in the stillness. "Where are you?" he called, his voice wavering. A figure emerged from the shadows, a woman. She looked like Emma. Same dark hair, same face. But her movements were wrong, jerky, like a puppet on strings. And her eyes, they reflected the light like an animal's. "Ben, it's me," she said, smiling too wide. Fear rooted him to the spot. "You're not Emma." The figure tilted its head, the smile never faltering. "Don't be silly. Who else would I be?" He stumbled back, heart pounding as the thing stepped closer. "Stay back." The firelight cast an eerie glow on its skin, and as it moved closer, Ben saw something horrifying. Its mouth wasn't just smiling. It was stretching, unnaturally wide, splitting its face open. Ben turned and ran, crashing through the underbrush, the flashlight bouncing wildly in his hand. Behind him, he heard it. Heavy footsteps, louder than any human should make. And that voice, calling after him. If you're brave enough, click on the next video for another terrifying tale.